Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. We are almost coming to an end of the semester, midweek, no? More or less. So I hope you will stay tough, stay strong, and stay focused. There is nothing more than determination, strong determination to see you through your finishing and completing your degree. And there will be distractions, sidetracks, and so on. You'll just have to ignore them and stay focused. Do not be stressed out by challenges in life, because that will be ongoing. Challenges in life is ongoing thing. We are brought down to earth by Allah to be tested. So the only way is to find ways to overcome these challenges. And I would advise you to change these challenges to opportunities. You have to be creative. And sempena Ramadan, you will have to do more zikir and more prayers to keep you spiritually strong. When you are spiritually strong, you will be physically okay. All right? So if you have anything, just drop me a line, email or WhatsApp. Yeah, inshallah, we'll be here for you. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum. Hello, this is Dr. Aisha. I hope you're all well and in good health, and so is your family. It is important to keep yourself healthy, whether physically or mentally, in these trying times. With the absence of friends and lecturers being here face to face, as is usual before the pandemic, things definitely can be difficult, and it's alright to feel down or to struggle sometimes, because it is only human that we will find such a situation difficult, where we are not certain of what will happen in the future, whether we will be healthy, whether our family members will be healthy, and that can take a toll on us mentally as well as physically. So it's important for you to keep in good spirits. Try and do small things, because you never know, small things can lead to bigger results. I'm not an expert on mental health. I can only recommend some small or affordable skills that you can perhaps pick up if you would like to. Small things like starting your own garden, learning a new skill like cooking, reading a new book and reviewing this so that others can know about why this book is so good and why they should read it. This might lift your spirits out of negative emotions. Another thing that I believe would be of help in these times is to try and help others by giving back to the community in any way that we can. It's not necessarily in the form of money, but can also be in the form of our effort, leading people to help those in difficulty, those who need some assistance. Even if you don't have the means to do it, perhaps we can point them in the right direction. Perhaps we can listen to them or give any small amount that we can, because small things can make a big difference. I also think that this month, being the blessed month of Ramadan, is a good time to reflect on ourselves and to find a new beginning, to refresh our spirits with a closer connection with God, through fasting and prayers during the day. Inshallah, this might help ease the burden and make the coming days more bearable.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How's everyone doing? I'm Zaharia Filus, aka Dr. Z. I know it's a difficult time now, but the only thing we can do is to be positive. Inshallah, things will turn out better. Okay, stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay happy. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Nora. Yes, we are going through some very trying times right now, things that we had no inkling that it was going to happen. We couldn't predict that this was going to happen. And we're going through something that we are all not prepared for. We've got nothing. We don't know how to go forward. But at least we are beginning to learn something. And I know that almost all of you are also in a state of confusion and chaos. I know it can be rather difficult and challenging. And everything seems to be bleak and uncertain, and you just don't know how to cope sometimes. So what do you do, and most importantly, what can you do? Okay, that's the question here. And one fundamental aspect that is actually often overlooked is actually our relationship with Allah. Do we have a good relationship with Allah? We go in and out of our lives every day, sometimes without realizing that, Allah is actually testing us with every move we make. And not for the heck of it. So He's making us into stronger and wiser human beings. We don't see that, So how can we move forward? How can we move forward by sustaining a good relationship with Allah? So one of the few things is, you can what you're doing right now, like most of you are doing almost, is like by observing your prayers and things that you're doing even today. You're fasting in the month of Ramadan, you are doing things that please Allah, all that, and also most importantly, to be sincere in everything that you do. So once you have, you establish this, this relationship with Allah, you'll begin to see everything falling into place. Mark my words, I know I've been there, done that. I know, of course, a different situation, but still, I went through those ups and downs and depressing moments, and you begin to see that your priorities will begin to be clearer, and your goals will be specific and measurable, and you'll be managing yourself by making yourself accountable, which is important, and you'll be meeting your challenges head on, and trying to fix things, that is not working, figuring out how to fix things, And studying online, is something that can cause a lot of stress in all of us. We teaching and you learning. But when you are organized and motivated enough, you realize that it does have many benefits, if you can see it. I think you are beginning to feel it. Well, it was a bit difficult in the beginning. So what we can do now, you need just embrace it. Don't resist it. I mean, there's no point by resisting it, by complaining, by doing all these things. Do your part by being proactive, by finding ways in how you can improve, the things that you're doing right now to organize yourself. And most importantly, you can't deny the fact, you cannot deny the fact that Allah is the essence of everything. So be with Allah, and He will help you through, inshallah. Okay, so Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. It's been a while since we last talked physically, face to face. My video is about things that we all face on a daily basis. There is, how do we get over the many anxieties and uncertainties that we have. Anxieties and uncertainty about our future, our family well-being, and so on and so forth. I think that these are very challenging times, and each one of us would have to find the solution to soothe our nerve, to calm our soul, to find some form of understanding what's happening. Is something that would have to be done individually using our unique strength. And that strength could be our family members, through family support, through friends and people that we trust and admire and love. And of course, clearly, I think this is something so obvious to all of us, speaking directly to the Creator. I'm not going to talk to you about and lecture you to death about things that you could do. I think each one of us around the world is trying to sort out and to make sense of what's happening. But anyway, I hope you're keeping well, and I hope that you have faith in the future. Continue to be positive and always speak to your Creator, inshallah. Through that, together with support from your family members, you're able to get over this. And inshallah, one of these days, we shall be able to meet face to face once again. On that note, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please take care, everybody. Have a nice day.
Assalamualaikum and Ramadan Kareem, everyone. My name is Dr. Rosiana, and I'm just here to say hi and hope everybody is doing great this semester. Okay, in this challenging time, let us try to stay positive, and at the end of the day, we keep on praying for the best, inshallah. Remember, if you're not sure what to do next, just buzz us. Okay, we hear you and we support you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. Hi. I have actually written for you a pantun. So it goes like this. Ibunya terbang mencari sarapan. Anak burung menanti berkecapi. Kejayaan gemilang jadi harapan. Bersedia rapilah tanpa tapi. In other words, if we want to succeed in life and achieve great things, we need to plan, we need to strategize, and we need to work really hard. And all the time that we do that, we need to also be guided by Allah. Sometimes though, as we go about doing our work, we will encounter problems, and sometimes problems can be quite severe. So if you are in that situation, one of the things that you can do is to find a person that you can trust. Talk to that person, and inshallah, by sharing your problem with somebody else, it'll make it less burdensome, and hopefully eventually it'll be solved. I certainly will be praying for your well-being. I will be praying that Allah will protect you eternally, and you'll be very successful in this world, in the next world, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum and take care.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah and Ramadan Kareem, dear students. I congratulate you on being part of this big IIM family. I hope you appreciate that you are very fortunate to be students of this university. This university stands out around the world as a unique institution. When I was in Bangladesh, I knew only IIM. And I came to know about other Malaysian university only when I came here to teach at International Islamic University, Malaysia. Now, most people talk about the pandemic and the challenges it has brought us. But isn't it also an opportunity for us to use this time for study and to contemplate on how human beings are suffering around the world? Even though sometimes we complain about movement restrictions and this and that, but we also need to understand that there are people around the world who are having much more difficult times. Young men and women of your age are running away from their country because of war and because of oppression. Young men and women of your age are suffering from poverty and all other human difficulties. So you are in this situation, you have a better life, you have better opportunities in Malaysia at IIM, and I hope you will make the best of it. In the Quran, in Surah Takafur, Allah says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم. On the day of judgment, you will be definitely asked about the blessing that Allah has given you. So our blessings are many. we have a stable country, we have a good university, we have a good environment. So all these blessings are tied with responsibilities. So we need to make the best of these blessings, and that will be a sign of our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With this, I welcome you all to our department and to the university. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I just wanted to share with you the story that Manakibah once told me when I was just like you, an undergrad many years ago. There wasn't any pandemic during my time, but I had a different battle, different struggles, and I've been so much inspired by this story even until this very second. Okay, so once there was a little bit called Ababil that lived during the times of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. When Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown into fire by the enemy of faith, King Namrud, the little bit saw what happened and decided to put out the fire to help Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. The little bit started scooping up a few drops of water in its tiny little beak from the nearby river. Yeah, so the larger birds in the vicinity watched and laughed at the little bird, and they said, "Where are you carrying the water?" The little bird said, "Oh, to put out the fire around Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam." So the larger birds continued laughing. How could you put out such a huge fire with such a small amount of water? It is pointless, it's useless, stop doing it. Do you know what the little bird replied? The little bird said, "I'm sure Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not ask me whether I managed to put out the fire or not, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will definitely ask what I have done to stop the fire." So the takeaway is this test that we're facing, our current circumstances, it's challenging, it's hard, it's not easy at all for you and me, for everyone all around the world. Yeah, but what is also important to acknowledge is no matter how helpless the situation is, no matter how hopeless we feel, no matter how impossible, how absurd the situation is, don't give up. Yeah, just don't give up. Not yet, not now, never give up. Just give your best shot. Yeah. Always remember that it's never about the results. Yeah, it's always about the effort, your effort, our effort. So just do your best in everything you do, your own level best. Yeah, don't compare. Never compare yourself with anyone. If you think your level best, your best is not the same as your friend's best, it's totally fine. Yeah, you know, Allah knows, that's all that matters. Just do what you could, leave what you couldn't, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So chin up, one task at a time. I'm proud of you, each and every one of you, and so should you. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself. You are in my dua, inshallah. Take care everyone. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Dr. Aino here. I hope everyone is doing fine from wherever you are studying, from campus or also from your own homes. Today I would just like to share maybe a few tips that may help you to continue your studies. Maybe the first thing that you need to do is to prepare your own study area. Have your own workstation. If you're in campus, that's very easy because you have your own tables, your own chairs, your own areas. But if you're at home, things can be slightly different. Yeah. So find a space for yourself. Even if you have to share with your siblings, make sure there is a particular area that is just especially dedicated for you. Yeah. That means you have your own area for you to put your books, your laptops, and so on. Have a routine. Because you're still a student, you need to have a routine. Yeah? That will help you to focus on your time management. Alright, it's very important to also stick to that routine. Number 3, I think what is also important is for you to block out distractions. I know many of us are on social media. Some of you are on Instagram, some are on Facebook, some are always using the Twitter. Yeah, but as you are doing your assignments, as you are focusing on your studies, you can just switch them off for a while. Yeah, just focus on the things that you have to complete. Pay attention to deadlines. Yeah, I'm sure every course that you are doing, there will always be some deadlines that you have to meet. Yeah, so you don't want to procrastinate or to submit your assignments late. That will be the last thing. that you want to happen. Okay, you know what that means. Yeah, your lecturers will deduct marks from you. Okay, but we have to stay resilient. All right, make sure you are focused on your classes and your courses. Okay, maintain and also have study groups. Right, this can be done maybe between you and your very close friends who are also studying from their own homes. Yeah, you can set up your own study group, maybe different study groups for different courses. If you have to do that, you can also organize the meetings from time to time. It's very important to keep in touch with your friends, yeah, to exchange ideas and to discuss. All right, as students, you should not be struggling alone, yeah, when you are studying. Okay, so feel free to meet your friends online from time to time. Inshallah, all the lecturers here at the department will always pray for your success. Yeah, so stay home and be safe. Inshallah, we will meet again when the time permits. Good luck and stay home and stay safe. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum. I bid to all students. I am Dr. Mehdi Ramlan. Now, for the past year or so, 2020 and 2021 can be seen as the most challenging years for people around the world. What we are witnessing today with the COVID-19 pandemic is highly unprecedented in recent memory. Due to the measures put in place to keep people safe, we have also been confronted by a myriad of problems and unique challenges that make day-to-day life very difficult. Now, I understand that some of you may feel unmotivated, anxious, and lonely. We're all struggling to find comfort and an answer to our problems. So for myself personally, there are 2 verses in the Quran which I hold dear as a means of comfort, especially in times such as these. And I would like to share these with you today as a dua you can actually use for every day. Now in Surah Taha, verse 25 and 26, this is when Moses is confronted by the Pharaoh and the threat of the Pharaoh towards the well-being of himself and of his people. So in verse 25, Moses prayed, "My Lord, uplift my heart for me and make my task easy." Right? So I hope you will also find comfort in these verses. In these trying times, I would encourage you to keep faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and know that inshallah there'll be better days ahead. Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day to everyone. It is indeed a sad thing that we're not able to meet each other face to face for more than a year now. But inshallah, let us have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that inshallah this pandemic will be over one day. And before that can happen, we must stay strong. I believe that in our life, there is no living without problems. Every day we face problems. It is only a matter of how we perceive these problems and these challenges in our lives. That is the most important thing, our perception of these problems. Whether we take them as challenges, whether we give up, these are the things that we need to question ourselves. How do we perceive problems in our lives? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already mentioned that problems are actually a kind of His tests to all of us, His creatures. We have to go back to that because we are Muslims. As I always mention to my students, we are Muslims first before anything else. So that is why whenever we face any hardships in life, we always have to go back to Him. He is our creator. I have to admit that throughout my life, I have also faced my fair share of problems and hardships. And I want to share with you one simple verse from the Quran that I have always kept dear to my heart, and I memorized it, okay, because it soothes me, it gives me confidence, and it shows that I am just a mere mortal. Okay, so this is the surah. It is Al-Baqarah, verse 286. It is a long surah. It is a long surah and a long verse, but I will only take the first few words, okay, in this verse, and this is how it reads. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. I only focus on this part. Just memorize this part. Just remember this part. Just put this part in your heart and in your soul. What does it mean actually? It means that, very simple, on no soul does Allah place a burden greater than it can bear. To me, it is such, even though it is a very short one, but it is very, very deep. It is very significant because it tells us that Allah knows us better than we know ourselves. We may feel so weak when we are faced with problems and hardships in life. But please remember this verse. Please remember this verse, because this verse comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this verse tells us that we can bear this hardship because Allah knows us better than we know ourselves. And I do really hope that all of you will gain a lot of understanding, a lot of lesson from this very simple video and very simple sharing from me, because to me this verse has played a big role in my life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and may Allah.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. It feels like an eternity since we met each other, right? Truthfully, I really miss you guys. And I understand this is truly a difficult time, a challenging time. Yeah, online learning is no joke. It is difficult. Yeah, so what I can say to you now is persevere. The only way out is through. Okay, so I know it's painful now, managing home, the struggles at home, as well as trying to learn from online. Yeah, it's not conducive at all. But remember, all these challenges will make you a better person, will make you stronger. Okay, we as humans, we develop more from tests and difficulties than we learn more from ease. Yeah, so all those pains and all those wounds, they show to the world how strong you are. Okay, so as Rumi said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Okay, so embrace the wound. Do not be afraid of the wound and the pain. Yeah, it will make you a much stronger person. That's all I can say now. Thank you.
Hi everybody, it's me, Dr. Mong, or Dr. Maimuna to you. How's everybody? Sorry, I'm just wearing this because I've got a running nose, bad cough, and my face is filled with rashes. So just for now, I have to wear this. Anyway, what should I say? I hope you are having a good time at home, being a good student that you are. I know it's tough, I know it's hard. We'll just have to bear it for a few more months. Inshallah, everything will be okay soon. So I hope you are enjoying classes, going to classes, doing what you're supposed to be doing. But if you have any problems, do come and talk to any of us. Talk to me. I have very big ears. You can't tell from this, but I do. So anytime, people, if you need to talk to me, I'm here. Alright? Have a good time at home. Have a good life this semester. And I'll see you around, I hope, very soon. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dr. Amelia binti Muhammad Ramli, and I have been teaching the department since 1995. And I have to say this is the most trying time for all of us, not only in UIA but also in the world and the world at large, And I would like to wish all of us good health and good spirits, and inshallah Allah will restore our world back to its normal pre-COVID times. Thank you very much. And I really do believe that Allah is the most merciful and the most loving creator, and that He would never abandon us in this hour of need, and He will once again restore this earth to its pre-COVID condition and situation. Thank you so much. Bye.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. Today I'd like to share with you a short message about what I have learned as a student in IIUM, as a student of course of English language and literature. What I have learned actually relates to communicating with others, and especially to communicate, how to communicate with your lecturers and how to perceive your lecturers. A key point here is that you need to always be in communication and in close contact with all your colleagues and your friends. Think of all the students, all the friends that you meet in IIUM and that now you are sharing classes with as your family. So we are all here to support and to help each other, and with this mentality you feel that you are supported, you feel that you are sharing the same experiences with everyone, so you don't have to go through all the years of studies, all the assignments, all the hard work. You don't have to go through it alone, but you are supported by this group of awesome friends and awesome family members. And with regard to lecturers, you need to think of them as sources of inspiration, as sources of support. They are not here to make your life difficult, despite all the assignments that you receive from your lecturers. So if you're facing any difficulties, if you need any type of help, any type of support, if you need someone to talk to, turn to your lecturers. They are here to support you. This is their professional purpose, is to help you grow. All your lecturers will be happy when you turn to them and seek their advice. So this is my message to you. Always be in communication with your friends, seek their support, whether you are on campus or you are at home. Always stay connected to your friends, and always stay connected to your lecturers. Don't shy away from asking your lecturers for help, for support, for anything that you need. And thank you very much. Ramadan Mubarak.
Hi everyone. First of all, I would like to just acknowledge that this has been such a tough time for everyone. And I know that you're exhausted, just as I am exhausted. I read something interesting about how at this stage of the lockdown, of the whole pandemic situation, the anxiety that we had felt at the beginning just becomes normalized. So all of the complex feelings that we had felt have become part of our everyday and of our everyday routine. But that doesn't mean it's not there. The feelings are still there, the anxiety is still there. And in spite of all of this, you guys are still getting up and attending classes, doing your best to participate in discussions, just trying to do the best that you can. And that has really impressed me. And I think that all of you should really be proud of yourselves for the steps that you take every day, even if they're little steps, and even if it's just one step a day. And I hope that all of you, in the midst of all of this, give yourselves the room to feel the whole range of feelings that you might be feeling, whether that be anger or sadness or grief or confusion or anxiety or relief even. And know that there's no correct or right way of doing this. There's no right way of coping with the current situation. So, do the best that you can. Acknowledge all of the feelings that you're feeling, because they are real. And focus on what you have rather than on what you don't have. Try to focus on what you know rather than what you don't know and all the things that you need to know. Try to focus on what you can do rather than all of the things that you can't do that might overwhelm you. Basically focus on what you can control, not what is outside of your control, because a lot of things are really outside of our control. And so as we go through this, make sure that you prioritize your own well-being. Try to maintain some kind of routine where you're doing something that you love, something that's fun, whether that's reading or creating something, doing art or, dancing, anything that fills your bucket and, can help you get through the day. Also, small favors for yourself, like, if you've read one chapter, go and celebrate by getting your favorite food or, treating yourself to a fancy coffee if you've written 2 paragraphs. Every so often, just to make yourself happy and to do something for yourself, because that's really important. And it's also important to just try to stay connected. Remember that you're not alone, even though it feels like you are. You're really not. Being away from friends, being away from family, being away from home, being away from, people that you love and care about feels awful. I know that. I've been away from my family for over a year. But when you reach out to people, and especially when you reach out to people that, you don't usually reach out to, you'll quickly realize that everybody is going through the same thing, even us lecturers. So on that note, please, try to look out for each other as well during this time. There's always going to be pressure and deadlines. So try to help one another to manage things in ways that are healthy and to not turn to unhealthy ways of coping. We all feel helpless in these times, but we can make a small difference by just being kind to each other and by helping each other and by lifting each other up. Knowing that somebody's thinking about you can make all the difference to somebody. So let's try to do that for each other. These are difficult times for all of us. And really, these things, when they happen, really shows that we are never in control of our lives. All of this, whatever happens, has already been written. It's the qadr of Allah. And all we need to do is to put in some effort to try our best. And sometimes trying our best means just showing up. And that's okay. If that's the best that you can do, that's great. And there's some comfort in that, in knowing that we're not in control. And so we just have to let go sometimes and to not be afraid and to put our trust in God and to trust His plan for all of us. And inshallah, you'll find some peace in that.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. We have passed the halfway mark in Ramadan, so Hari Raya will be here soon. So in advance, I would like to wish everybody Selamat Hari Raya. I know these are challenging times that everyone's facing. You're not alone. We all have our problems. We all have our challenges. Hang in there. It will be over soon. And if you need any support, don't worry. Everyone's there for you. Reach out to someone, anyone who is close to you. Make new friends as much as possible. Start networking with others. We are all here for you. Trust me. You can reach out to your lecturers. You can reach out to your peers. You can make new friends online. I know that we don't really have the opportunity to mingle as much as we usually do, but that should not stop us from just being human and sharing our joys and our sorrows with other people. gonna be good. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Okay, I know learning online may not be easy and can be very challenging sometimes, or perhaps I should say most of the time, but you don't have to worry too much. If you do not understand anything explained by your lecturers or professors, during the synchronous sessions, live meeting, you can always contact your lecturers, email them, and ask. Similarly, if you are not sure of anything, from the slides or lecture notes given, do email your lecturers and ask for further explanation. Talk to your lecturers, talk to your professors immediately after class if you feel that you're not sure of anything. Because the longer you wait to get help, the further behind you will fall. So stay calm and positive. Actually, you can always benefit from online learning or remote learning. You get to work at your own pace and be more productive, as there could be fewer distractions. You can plan your day or time wisely so that you can also minimize distractions at home. Okay, again, my advice is stay calm and stay positive, and do not forget to recite dua. Inshallah, you'll be able to do well. May Allah ease everything for you. All the best.
Assalamualaikum, Salam Ramadan. Dear students, I'm Kak Nosia would like to advise all students to stay safe and strong during this pandemic. Nothing is permanent. Don't stress yourself too much because no matter how bad the situation is, it will change.